everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, lovely to meet you. I'm Adriana. I'm a love wrangle who does makeup while she talks about other random stuff. And if you're coming back, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming back. Today is book review day, so I'm gonna try and not give spoilers of this book. I really do not want to give you any spoilers of this book because I need you to read it and experience it yourself in the way I did and the way so many other people did. So I'm gonna try my best not to, but if I do, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but we're doing Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren. Christina Lauren is the two authors, that's their combined name. And this is book one in the Wild Seasons series. You know, book one, and then there's like 3 others, but we'll get into that in a minute. So if you want to hear about my love for this, you know what? This book, or the entire series really. So in book one, we meet, I don't even know I'm starting with my makeup as well, and I'm sat here thinking, the hell, what am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, so the book is about 3 best friends, Mia, Lorelai, or Lola, and Harlow. We meet them after they graduate university, and they go and have like a girls' weekend in Vegas. While they're in Vegas, they meet 3 boys, or 3 men rather, I should say. They meet Finn, Ansel, and Oliver. So in all of their drunkenness, they all get married off to each other, really. Lola marries Oliver, Finn and Harlow get married, and then Mia and Ansel get married. In book one, we're focusing on Mia and Ansel. Mia is the quieter one of the group. She's the one that tries to... She's a good girl of the group, really. It is who she is. And oh god, I'm really not explaining this properly. So Mia and Ansel and Harlow and Finn, they consummate said marriage in separate rooms. Consummate their marriage. And then Lola and Oliver, they don't. They just go walk around and whatever. Finn is Canadian. He's a fisherman from Canada. Ansel is French, and Oliver is Australian. So, and they became friends on like this bike ride, and now they were having a reunion, right? So that's that out of the way. And then I'm just basically giving you a general gist to the book so that you know what's happening. And so then the morning after all of this happens, they go to annul the marriages. So Lola, Finn, Harlow, and Oliver, they go to annul the marriages. But Ansel and Mia don't. Ansel and Mia don't annul the marriage. So it said Ansel asked Mia to come back to Paris with him. She was like, I'm not coming back to Paris with a random stranger that I just married. Hell no. But in a random moment of just sheer craziness, Mia decides to fly to Paris with Ansel. And basically, as they say, the rest is history from there. I will let you come to your own conclusion when you read the book with that one. This book, I'd like to point out, is such a feel-good book. It's just, I laughed so much, and not laughed like, you're stupid, or haha, oh that's really awkward. It was genuine just happiness laugh, like, yeah, it was just so good. The book is very spicy. Very spicy. Very. 50 Shades ain't got nothing on it. And it's extremely detailed. Extremely detailed. And it's just like, whoo, goddamn. So the entire time reading this book, and I'm like, oh. Because like, when they're talking about, like, when Mia and Ansel are talking about their wedding night, it's just like I was reading it going, oh. And there's a lot of detail in that book. And I was like, what? I was like, the couch, the floor, the bed, the floor, the table, another flat surface, the mirror. And at the mirror, I kind of went, huh? Oh. Was my, reaction to the mirror. And, yeah, it just... it's just great. It's a really well written book, and I think like the most unrealistic part is literally flying off to live in another country with a guy you literally met 2 minutes ago and drunkenly married. It's literally the most unrealistic part about this whole thing, which is really odd, considering that's the only unrealistic part. Because like everything else, like while they're in Paris, that happens, and a lot happens in Paris, mainly in their apartment. You can take a random guess as to what that is, but Ansel is he is sweet. He is absolutely lovely. He's kind. He is caring. He's considerate. He's also incredibly intelligent. A massive goofball, and is just so in tune with Mia and everything that's going on with her. I'm pretty sure Ansel is my new boyfriend, and I'm in love with him. I'm pretty sure. Almost like 100% certain that, and he's just really kind. Like this love interest is very, very well written. You get to certain parts in the book, and there is so much spice that you start to think there's too much of it and not enough plot, like in it. But as you read it, you realize that the spice and the passion they make the plot. It isn't the center of everything, but it isn't the center of their stories, but you see how it helps each character evolve and how it helps each character deal with what they're dealing with, like respectively Ansel and Mia, what they're doing is literally something. It's how they're coping with the things that because they don't know each other. It's helping them cope with that and learn each other and learn to trust each other more like. So it's really, you're reading and you're like, no, there isn't. It's not too much, like it's perfect just the way that it is, and it warms your heart, man. Like genuinely, I'm reading it and I'm just going, oh my heart, oh I'm so happy, oh my god, honestly. And then there were parts where like my mum will walk in my room and I just go, I'm not doing anything, because I would just feel like I'm doing something wrong. I mean, when I'm not. I mean, I'm 23. I'm allowed to read a smutty book. I'm allowed to. I basically fell in love. I've never been more involved or more invested in fictional characters in a very long time, or ever really. And that was just like, I honestly couldn't put the book down at all. It's great. It's great. And Mia and Ansel are like these two very different characters. Like they're very, very different. And you're reading it and you think they've put so much time and effort and thought into how they actually plan out each scene, because it's not like basically every sex scene, it's not like they're just regurgitating what they've already done. They've actually thought about progression and the characters developing and how their relationship develops around everything and within everything. So it's very well written and very well composed in the sense of how they're gonna link each character. In this series you have the 4 books. So Sweet Filthy Boys #1 with Mia and Ansel. Then you have Dirty Ratty Thing, which is Finn and Harlow, their story. Then you have is it Sweet Sexy Lion? Yeah, that's Lola and Oliver. And then you have the other one, I can't remember the name, but that's about London and Luke. And London and Luke are 2 different people that get mentioned throughout all 3 books, but they're not like the main crux of it, but they just get mentioned. So you meet them as well in the last one. But the thing is, because I've started Dirty Ratty Thing and I've almost finished it, so I got it on Friday, I've almost finished it on a Sunday. Then even though they're each individual characters' stories, you have to I mean, obviously you could if you wanted to read them individually, but it will ruin the other ones for you, because even though then they are, well, they're not they're written in chronological order, but they don't follow all of the same storylines, because obviously they're respective to each character. It will ruin it, because even reading Dirty Ratty Thing, if I read that one before I read Sweet Filthy Boy, it would have ruined Ansel and Mia for me. So I don't know what gave these women, Miss Christina and Miss Lauren, the audacity to write a book this good. And I really want to know what went through their heads when they were writing it, because some of the things they've written, yeah, I'm like, ma'am, excuse me, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what did you just say? And I'm like, because I really want to tell you some of the things they said, but I can't because it won't ruin it, but I don't want you to. I'm just like, how? Like, I don't know what gave them the right to do that, but I'm happy they did. I'm so happy that they did. Oh God, I really am. When I tell you, I have not stopped raving about this book to anybody that will listen to me. And also, every single other book that they have written is in my Waterstones card online. And even the ones that they haven't released yet, I have on pre-order. Because I'm like, no. I need every single one of your books now. I really, really do. Because they're all flipping amazing. Oh, I say they're all flipping amazing. I've literally only read one and halfway through the other one. But they've all had like great reviews for every single book. So I'm like, no, I need to have like every one of yours now. And the thing with this one, and why I liked it is, of course it's like a fictional romance book, right? It is. But it's not cheesy romance. It's sort of realistic, right? To a point, it is realistic. Like, the middle part of the book, when they're actually in Paris, that's it happens. It's a thing. It happens. It's not like, it's unheard of in real life. The first bit, yeah, that's probably like, that's far-fetched. But it's so realistic, and I'm just reading it like, this is everything that I want. Okay, nobody judge me if you ever read the book. Don't judge me for saying that, okay? Because it's true, and you know it's true, because you know you wanted to. You know you do. Okay? Shut up. Honestly, my parents are watching the cricket, and it's each of their individual teams that they both, they both support. And so it's a very heated thing that's going on outside. Anyway, back to this book. Yeah, so it's a very realistic, it's a realistic love story. Oh, I think it is anyway. And I really like that they've done that. I like that they've taken the time and the effort to actually create characters that people can relate to, that people will enjoy, that people, want more of. Because we do, and I've already started thinking about who I want to be each character. I need Theo James to be Ansel. I need Chris Evans to be Finn. I don't know who I want to be Oliver yet. I don't know. I don't know about Matt. Purely because I haven't reached Oliver's book yet, so I don't know much more about him. But that's what I want so far. I don't know who I want the girls to be, though. That's the only thing I haven't figured out. I don't know who I want them to be played by. I feel like Emilia Clarke would be great as one of them. I feel like she'll be amazing. Don't know who yet. I could say that I just want to be them because I would love to be an actress, and I would love to be either Harlow or Mia. Although I would never let anybody in my family watch that movie if that was ever me, because I'm like, there's no way in hell you're watching that and seeing me do that. But it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm so very much invested now that I have to, I can't not, and it's stupid. The book gives you the butterflies. It gives you the butterflies upstairs. It gives you the butterflies downstairs. It gives you the butterflies everywhere. Because, yeah, I had all the flutters. All the flutters. You see friendships develop. You see a relationship develop. And it's just, yeah, I got the flutters everywhere. And I was just like, this might be a problem. But it's a good problem and I like it. I really, really like it. At the end of the book as well. Well, I say it at the end. Near the end of the book. Something happens and I swear to you, my heart broke for the characters. My heart did a flip, it did a somersault, it did a triple chop pike, it did everything, and I was just like, this isn't okay. And it was so near to the end of the book that I was like, no, it's not ending like this. It can't end like this. It's not ending like this. It's really, really not. And I kid you not, I didn't go to sleep. Yeah, I kid you not. I didn't go to sleep until I finished that book. Because my heart was literally just going, and I was like, nope, this isn't happening. This can't happen. It can't. And then at the end of it, I was just like, because I was just so happy. And I was like, no, you can't do this to me. You cannot do it, okay? It's not fair. You cannot do it. Okay, right. Mother Nature's awesome. She's paid a visit to us today. And she's currently unpacking, and she's very loud with her unpacking, and we don't appreciate it, but... So, anyway, with this book, it's just... if you want a feel-good book that's gonna make you laugh, that's gonna make you feel all sorts of butterflies up here, all the way down, and a book that is just gonna, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just gonna make you feel happy. It's gonna make you laugh. It will give you a heart attack at one point, because I genuinely think I had a heart attack at one point. But it's just nice. It's a heartwarming, feel-good romance book. And if you're a guy or anybody who doesn't like romance and thinks this is gonna be cheesy, trust me, it's not a cheesy romance book. It really isn't. It's anything but a cheesy romance. It's just a really good book. I would really recommend reading it. I'm already nearly through the other one. I have the other two waiting for me, and I don't intend on losing the same momentum I have with this one with any of the other ones either. So I would very, very, very highly recommend you go get that book and you go read it, because you will not be disappointed at all. And if you think I'm weird for liking that book that much, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But this is also my makeup turned out. I tried false eyelashes again. Like, this is the second time I've tried them, and they feel just as weird as I did the first. But yeah, that's my basic understanding how much I love that book and those authors. And if you like my makeup, let me know. If you like this, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye, angels.